This video is a continuation of our previous video on the 19 avatars of Lord Shiva. To know the story about the first 9 avatars of Shiva, watch the video linked above or in the comments below. Rishabha Avatar. The churning of the great oceans brought numerous things. In fact, there was a fierce battle between the demons and the deities over the vessel of Amrit. Lord Vishnu tricked all the asuras by creating an illusion of an enchanting beauty. When the asuras took note of them, they forcibly carried them to their abode Patal Lok. After that, they came back to take control of the Amrit. However, the Devas had already taken the Amrit. Lord Vishnu went to Patal Lok to annihilate them, but he was caught up in Maya and fathered many immoral sons who went on to create a ruckus for the gods. To get rid of these cruel sons of Vishnu, Lord Shiva assumed the form of an ox known as Rishabha and killed all the brutal sons of Vishnu. However, Lord Vishnu came to fight the ox. Still, he returned to his abode after realizing that it was an incarnation of Lord Shiva. Yatinath Avatar. Once there was a tribal man, Ahuk. He, along with his wife, was an ardent devotee of Lord Shiva. It so happened that Lord Shiva visited them in the form of Yatinath to test the tribal couple who were known for their hospitality. They had a small hut that could not accommodate Lord Shiva as a guest, so Ahuk had to go and sleep outside. However, unfortunately, Ahuk was killed by a wild animal. Instead of mourning, his wife took pride in him for giving away his life for the sake of a guest. But to be one with her husband, his wife decided to end her own life as well. Pleased by the couple's devotion, Lord Shiva blessed them by saying that they would be born as Nala and Damayanti in their next birth. Krishna Darshan Avatar. Krishna Darshan Avatar of Lord Shiva appeared to emphasize the importance of yagya and the importance of remaining detached. During his childhood, King Nabhag left his home for Gurukula to get education. In his absence, his brothers got all the wealth of the kingdom and distributed it amongst themselves. When Nabhag returned home after the completion of his education, he demanded his share of wealth from his brothers. His brothers told him that they had forgotten to assign his share and advised him to go and meet their father. Nabhag went to his father and made the same request. His father advised him to go to sage Angiras, who was trying to accomplish a yagya but was not able to complete it because of his attachment. Nabhag went to the place where sage Angiras was performing his yagya and preached sage Angiras on the virtues of religiousness. As a result, he became free from all sorts of attachment and the yagya was successfully completed. Sage Angiras was very pleased by Nabhag's knowledge of religion. He gave all the remaining wealth of the yagya to Nabhag. Just then, Lord Shiva appeared in his Krishna Darshan avatar and tried to prevent sage Angiras from donating the wealth to Nabhag. Instead, he claimed his own stake. Nabhag told Lord Shiva that since the wealth was given to him by sage Angiras himself, it naturally belonged to him. Lord Shiva then sent Nabhag to his father Shraddhadev to know about his opinion. Nabhag went to his father, who revealed to him that the person who was claiming the stake on the wealth was none other than Lord Shiva. He also told him that whatever remained after the accomplishment of the yagya belongs to Lord Shiva only. Nabhag was now satisfied. He went back to Lord Shiva and narrated everything what his father had said. Krishna Darshan Avatar showed Nabhag the significance of higher spiritual attainment and salvation and hence gave blessings. Bhikshuvarya Avatar. As the name suggests, in the Bhikshuvarya Avatar, Lord Shiva appeared as a beggar to save the child of a king named Satyaratha. Once, a beggar was passing by a child who had just taken birth near the banks of a river where his mother had died. While the newborn was crying, a woman nearby hesitated to take the child. Shiva, then in his bhikshuk form, advised the woman to take the child and bring him up. Sureshwar Avatar. This avatar of Lord Shiva appeared in Indradev's disguise to test the devotion of a young boy. Once, a child named Upamanu, the son of sage Vyagrapad, meditated to please Lord Shiva. Shiva, with an intention to test his devotee, appeared there with his wife Parvati, both disguised as Indra and Indrani. They not only attempted to instigate him against Shiva, but also promised to bless him and fulfill all his wishes. However, this could not lure the boy into moving his devotion away from Shiva, and his dedication to Shiva was tested to be true. Pleased by this, both the deities revealed themselves and blessed the child. Kirit Avatar. In the Kirit Avatar, as a hunter, Lord Shiva appeared to test the bravery of Arjuna. When the Pandavas were in exile, Arjuna meditated to seek Lord Shiva's Pashupath. As he was meditating, a demon named Muka transformed into a boar to kill Arjuna. Lord Shiva's Kirit Avatar and Arjuna both killed the boar with their respective arrows at the same time. A fight broke between Kirit and Arjuna as to who struck the boar first. Arjuna challenged Kirit for a duel. Kirit, pleased by Arjuna's valor, gifted him Pashupath. Initially, Arjuna couldn't recognize Lord Shiva, but eventually he realized that only Lord Shiva could give him the Pashupath and be a better archer than him. Suntantarka Avatar. The Suntantarka Avatar of Lord Shiva appeared in front of Himavan, the Himalayan king, in his court and danced with his damru. In the end, he put forward a marriage proposal and expressed his desire to marry Parvati. Brahmachari Avatar. When Sati took the form as Parvati, she performed intense penance to please Lord Shiva. Shiva appeared before her as a brahmachari. He hurled abuses at Shiva to test Parvati's devotion and determination to marry him. And Parvati, who loved Lord Shiva more than anyone else, gave a fitting reply to the brahmachari. Eventually, Lord Shiva revealed himself and agreed to marry Parvati. Yaksheshwar Avatar. The Yaksheshwar Avatar of Lord Shiva appeared to crush the pride and ego of the Devas after they consumed Amrit, the divine nectar of immortality, from Samudra Manthan. He asked them to cut a blade of grass, and they failed to destroy it even with all their combined powers. Subsequently, the Devas apologized to Lord Shiva. Avadhoot Avatar. Lord Shiva appeared as Avadhoot to crush the ego of Indradev. Once, Indra and Brihaspati were traveling to Mount Kailash. Lord Shiva appeared as a naked beggar and blocked their path. The duo couldn't recognize Lord Shiva in disguise, and Indra asked the Lord to move out of their way. To his utter dismay, Lord Shiva did not move. An enraged Indra raised his Vajra to kill the beggar, but Lord Shiva paralyzed Indra with his gaze of the third eye. The realization dawned upon Indra and Brihaspati and later directed Indra to apologize to Lord Shiva.